Hello, my name is Ali Carter. I am the founder of Mediate UK, and I'm going to talk to you today about child maintenance. Now, this is an area that, goodness me, doesn't half get some heated responses whenever we talk about child maintenance. But really, it shouldn't, because it's the one area of family law where you have a calculator. Yay! Now, all you need to do with a calculator is put in the details, and it gives you the answer on how much the non-resident parent should be paying. So that's nice and simple. It works for the majority of people. The child maintenance service really want you to work this out between yourselves as parents, but they are there to assist if that isn't going to be possible. If there's been domestic abuse, or if you just someone isn't paying, then you can go to the child maintenance service, and there's a process that they will follow to get that sorted for you. So the easiest way, best recommended, go onto their website, put the details into the calculator, check it every year, say April when there's new financial year, and just pay it, and that's done. Super. But we know that's not always the case. So what other options are there? What are the issues that come around with child maintenance? So the first one is, how long do I have to pay it for? Is something people often ask. You pay it until your children have finished full-time secondary education. For most, that will mean finishing A-levels. They may be at a college, so until they've finished that college. It doesn't include what we call tertiary education, so it doesn't include university. You can, of course, support your children for university by agreement, or however you want to do it. But under the child maintenance rules, it's up to when they leave school once they've done A-levels. If they're not doing A-levels and they're going to college and doing something else, then you still need to pay it. The only exception for that is where they are doing an apprenticeship course where they are getting paid as an apprentice, and in that situation you would know, because you normally wouldn't get child benefit. In that scenario, you won't be eligible for child maintenance after they are 16, when they finish their GCSEs. So most cases, until they finish A-levels or whatever course they're doing at college, until they've finished full-time secondary education. And that's usually when they're about 18 years old, in the summer of that year. So what else are the issues with child maintenance? Can I dictate what it's used for? No. No, really you can't. You can reach an agreement between you how you want to do it, and you can agree. If you agree as parents, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do if it's by agreement. But you cannot say, I want this money that I'm paying across to be spent on X, Y, and Z, or I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to go on holiday because I'm in effect paying for that. Children need to be fed, they need to be clothed, they need to be heated. So the child maintenance is a figure that is going towards that and towards the household costs of raising your children. So you can't dictate what it's used for. Another thing that comes up a lot is it's not enough, or I think I'm paying too much. But the figure is set with a calculator. Everything else in family law is up for negotiation, and it's all based on needs, and every single family's needs is different. This is the one area where it's set. So if the child maintenance, if what it says doesn't meet the needs of the children, and you can agree between yourselves to pay more, you can do that. You can do it voluntarily. If you're getting it made into a legally binding agreement, you can't do it under the child maintenance, because they can only enforce what is what the amount the calculator says. So then you're looking at spousal maintenance, and that's a different area. Google or have a look at spousal maintenance on the Mediate UK website for information about that. So child maintenance is set. If you want to pay more, if you want to say, I'll pay this amount, but we'll agree that school fees will be split between us, or I'll pay this amount, but I'll also pay for their school uniform once a year. You can agree, and I'll pay for their mobile phones, and what's the other one? Xbox Gold, goodness me. All of those things, you can agree those between you, but the amount is set. If you went to court, in most cases, family law, it's always there is a section 1 of the Children's Act, but take some legal advice if you need to go down that route. The court can't say, yes, this child needs more maintenance under the Child Maintenance Act. They would have to do it under a different act, such as spousal maintenance or a lump sum as part of the overall divorce. So It's a fixed set figure. If you think it is too much, and you can't agree between you to pay less, then it's mandatory. So the other party could enforce it through the child maintenance service. Let's have a look at enforcing through the child maintenance service. They have got some particularly strong powers of enforcement. They can ultimately jail you. They can take away your driving license. They can put an attachments of earnings order onto your wages. They can send bailies around. They can even sell your house by court order to pay for the child maintenance. To get to any of those stages is going to take a little while. You're probably not going to be 1 to 2 months in arrears, but they've got very strong powers. So what's the takeaway from this? If you need to pay your child maintenance, pay it, because it can cause a bit of a headache for you if you don't. It's statutory. It should never ever be needed to be taken as an argument, because it's fair. You've got a calculator, but you can obviously agree anything between you outside of that. And whatever happens, just remember, children do cost money to raise, and that's what it's there for. It's there to protect children. So I hope this guide and this video has been helpful to you to help you understand how child maintenance works. Many thanks.